Yo, what up guys, OP02 Daniel here, back at it again with a deck profile video. Today we're gonna do none other than Smoker. Dawn 1, activate main once per turn. Give up to one of your opponent's characters -1 cost during this turn. Then if there's a character with a cost of 0, this leader gains 1000 power during this turn. Hey, you're probably not subscribed because 82% of you guys are not subscribed. And if you want Ace not to, you should subscribe. So basically, attach one Dawn to it, make something 0 on the field, and it gains another 1000, so it becomes 7k, really easy, for just one Dawn. So never get rid of the Nami Searcher, the 1-cost blockers, the Bonnie, the Momo. Well, you can get rid of them, but like Buggy, just don't get rid of any 1-cost character that doesn't see any effects, only on play. So it's just a free 7k swing for only one Dawn, so really good. And of course you can do some combos with it. But yeah, into the profile we're going right now. We play 4 times Tsuru. So basically this card... Hello, can you move? Okay. So basically this card is your 2k counter. The effect might come up sometimes. Its effect is, on play, give up to one of your opponent's characters -2 cost during this turn. So if you don't have your other cards, you can go minus, you can play this, but primarily you want to use it for the 2k counter, of course. Next card we play is Don Quixote Rocinante. So this is our blocker. Yeah, just a 2-cost blocker, 1000 counter, not really a lot to talk about. Still need to fix my box stoppers, but they will come very soon. For our next 2-cost, we play Monkey D. Garb. Yeah, it's also a 2k counter, but its effect comes up sometimes, because it says, Dawn 2, when attacking, KO up to one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 0. So yeah, for 2 Dawns you have a removal. Good card, but you primarily want to use it for the counters. For our last 2-cost cards, we only play 2 times Hell Meppo. It's a 1k counter, and its effect is, on play, give up to one of your opponent's characters -3 cost during this turn. And it is kind of a body, so you can keep it in play. You can take out some searchers, like Nami, no, not Nami, I mean Bonnie, Momo, etc, etc. And then, yeah, or you can use it for a 1k counter, or just that Judon, make it 5, swing leader, unless you're playing against Whitebeard. Now we go into our 3-cost cards. We play 3 times Kobe. Really good card. It's easy removal. Yeah, on play you may trash 1 card from your hand, KO up to one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 3 or less. So if your opponent has a 4-cost, you use your leader, make it 3, play this, trash a card, and then KO something. I really like the removal on play or KO from this deck. Or you can just use it for counter, of course. Now we play one of the good cards. Well, they're all good cards, but this card is insanely good. We play Smoker. Yeah, it's a 3-cost, 4k, 1000 counter, and it says, this character cannot be KO'd by effects. So basically, no Jet Pistol, no Vista, no Robin, no stuff that will make it explode. When attacking, if there's a character with a cost of 2, this character gains 2000 power during this turn. So basically, without any Dawn attaching, it just becomes 6 if you swing, so good against Whitebeard, and it cannot be removed by card effects, or KO'd by card effects. They can still bounce it, or they can attack over it. But yeah, really good card, and just insane. I don't know if you guys saw our German regional 1000 players. The final was Smoker versus Kaido. No idea how the Kaido player got into finals, but still, yeah, if you know it, Kaido KOs and this deck is anti-KO, so all the characters stay alive, so Kaido had a hard matchup. For our next 3-cost, we play 3 times Tashigi. It's also just one of your 2k counters, and its effect is, activate main, you may rest this character, give up to one of your opponent's characters -2 cost during this turn. Basically, you just want to use it for the counter power, because 2k, we play a lot of 2k counters. Now we go into our 4-costs. The 4-cost is, we play 4 times Kusan. Man, I don't know why, but it's hard to move my cards. We play 4 times Kusan. This card is insanely good. It's insanely good. One of the best cards in the deck. It's a 4-cost, 5k. On play, draw a card. This deck needs draw power. And then when attacking, give one of your opponent's characters -4 cost during this turn. So basically, this is your entire combo starter of the deck. Because on play, draw 1, you trash a lot of cards with this deck, and you don't really have search power or draw power. So drawing is really good. And when attacking, just give something -4. Well, this card can almost hit anything at 2-0 or 2-1, so your leader effect or your other effects come through. But this, with the secret rare Kuzan, is just GG. For our next 4 cost, we play a really annoying but really good blocker. We play 4 times Borsalino. This card is insanely overpowered. It's a 4 cost, a 5k, 1000 counter, opponent's turn. So on your opponent's turn, this character gains 1000 power, it becomes 6, and it cannot be KO'd by effects, and it's a blocker. Be careful. If you play against a red character, you play this on the field, you swing with leader, you trigger a jet pistol, they can KO this card because it's your turn and not your opponent's turn. So if you want to play it safe, attach 2 dons to it, so it becomes 7, so it avoids the jet pistol from life, or the... jet pistol. Just avoid the jet pistol. Our 5 cost card now is Smoker from the starter deck. I really love this card. This card is insanely perfect. It's a 5 cost 7k, so really good stats. This character cannot be KO'd by effects. Don 1. If there's a character with a cost of 0, this character gains double attack, so it deals 2 damage. Really good card. It becomes 8k. Just attach some dons, force a lot of blockers or counters, and then just clear it, and it cannot be KO'd. So also no jet pistol, no Otama, jet pistol, or whatever. They can just Otama and then just hit over it. But still, you play a lot of defensive cards. Into our 6 cost characters we go. We play Sakazuki. This is our big removal of the deck. It's a 6 cost, 7k, no counter. On play, trash 1 card from your hand, KO up a character with a cost of 5 or less. So this is your removal. And yeah, 5 is easy to make something 5 because we play a lot of reduced cost. So easy removal and also a big body on the field. Sadly, no counter, but it will be broken. And now we go into our 10 cost. We play a pretty big 10 cost lineup, in my opinion. We play 4 times Kuzan. Why? Because in my personal playing this deck, I have never or almost never seen Kuzan through my games. I played a lot of Splek online and also with friends, and I, for some reason, never saw Kuzan, so I decided to bump it up to 4. But yeah, Kuzan, insanely good card. Your turn, give all your opponent's characters -5, so that's forever. So every time in your turn, your opponents get -5. On play, KO up to one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 0. So basically, you can play this. If there's a 5 cost, it becomes 0, and then you can just KO it on play. And if you resolve 2 of this, everything is 0, because, yeah, this is -10 in your turn, and nothing is higher than 10, so easy combos. And also, this is our best combo, because if you play against a Whitebeard, and they have a 9 cost Whitebeard on the field, you can just swing with Kuzan, the 4 cost into life, let the attack fizzle, because 5 against 6, you will fail the attack. But then you can do -4, and then Whitebeard character becomes 5. Play this, it becomes 0, KO, easy removal. And if you have 2 of them, it's just going to be easy removal all day long, every day. For our event cards, we play 2 Meteor Volcano. It's a pretty okay card, but you primarily want to use it for trigger. But still, if you don't have any removal and it's your only play, do it. Main, KO up to one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 1 or less. And then trigger, draw 2 cards, trash 1. Like I said, we only have Kuzan and this is draw power. This deck needs way more draw power or search power, so if you can trigger it, discard something if you have too many copies on the field, in your hand, I mean, and then just discard. Maybe if you have 2 Kuzan secret rares, discard it, or if you have 3, whatever, just discard what you don't need. Good card. And for our last card, you know it, I know it, everyone knows it. It is 4 times Shockwave from the starter deck. This card is busted in my opinion. It has a lot of text and a lot of people forget what it is, but here we go. Counter up to one of your leader or character gains 4000 power during this turn, during this battle, sorry. Then KO up to one of your opponent's active characters with a cost of 3 or less. So it needs to be active. And then trigger, KO up to one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 4 or less. So basically the trigger is better, but yeah, this will defend, and the trigger will KO something. But it needs to be active. So, a lot of people know how to play around this card, really easy. Just swing with your character first, and then swing with your leader. And you can play around it, or just do it, because also a lot of smoker players, they just, on their 2-don turn, if they don't do anything, you swing. They will do this already just to save. But yeah, good card, and It's a kinda annoying because you can easily play around this. Just swing with your character, swing with your leader, and then they can't KO anything because it's not rested, unless you have multiple characters on field, of course. But yeah, that's the profile for Smoker. Love the artwork. It's just Sweaty Smoker with his cigars. And I thought his English name was Chaser or Chase. I have no idea. I only watched the Japanese sub because Japanese voices are the best. But yeah, cool deck. It won the the Europe German regionals, 1,000 people, 10 rounds of Dawn, and top card it played against Kaido. Once again, no idea how Kaido went up there. But yeah, props to the dude who won with Smoker because red is dominant in America and in Japan. And here, of course, black wins because AU is different, like they say. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching the video. If you like it, like it. If you dislike it, dislike it. If you want to see more content, more deck profiles, more pack openings, more battles, etc., etc., subscribe to my channel. We're almost at 1,000. So yeah, peace.